Good morning, everybody. So I just want to give you a little update on my homemade incubator. And also, Mama Cow, who is due any day now, is doing phenomenal. And I'm going to try and get some video of the new baby when the baby gets here any day. She's already showing signs from the derriere. Her bag is huge. So I will give you an update on that. So I want to show you my incubator. So this is my incubator. I cut a window just to re-update everybody. This is out of a strawberry container. It's kind of a thick plastic. I use silver tape all around the hole just because I know with any type of lamp it can get kind of hot, and I wanted to keep anything from having a chance to melt or anything. So around the hole is silver tape, which it literally is silver tape. They use it on furnace pipe, different metals, that kind of thing. This is also held on by silver tape. So I'll show you in my box. As you can see, I got a fan. My fan is pointing up, not directly on the eggs. The green is my heating pad. Well, it's going to be all blurry now. There we go. So there's the heating pad. There's an old towel on the eggs. My heating pad, always on low. This does not shut itself off. This stays on all the time. My light, I know it's a little bright, but just a regular light bulb. It is not an LED. It says 98 because I had to rotate eggs, which that's fine. There is a cup in the corner that has a part of that towel in it. And I don't know if you guys can see, right next to the thermometer, you see an egg that has a white spot. The little baby is starting to hatch out. So, for the most part, it's going great. The only challenge for me is having to rotate the eggs. I try, when I first put them in the box for the first 18 days, I rotate my eggs every 3 hours. From 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier. I try to write everything down when they get rotated. So that way, you know, my youngest, she's 11, she wants to help too, but I want to stay on a track. So I rotate my eggs every 2 to 3 hours for the first 18 days. After the 18th day, then my eggs sit. I do not rotate them. It's preferred that way. But, I mean, as you can see, I have one baby getting ready to hatch out. So, for a homemade incubator, it's working pretty good. Also, something you always want to have is a little book. I got this little book at the Dollar Tree. I like this elastic. These sell very, very quick. The last time I was there, they had every color of the rainbow. I went there Friday, because it's now Wednesday. I went there Friday. They had one, and somebody else had grabbed it. I was like, ugh, because we want to have one for when we have new calves. We want to have a calf log. I do have one that is a cow log. I'll show you that if I can grab it, as I'm knocking stuff everywhere. This one's for my cows, immunizations, vaccines, all that. I don't know whatever. So now I'm going to show you my brooder box. I'm trying to keep this as short as I can because I know everybody has other things to do. So this is my brooder box. This is a large dog kennel that we had for our dogs. Yes, the entire thing has been sanitized and cleaned. I have short cardboard on the inside to try to keep the mess in here. But I also have cardboard, as you can see, that's up higher because these little suckers, when they come out and they're big enough, they're going to want to fly everywhere. The heat lamp is exactly 18 inches from there. And as you can see by looking at it, it's in the center right here and nowhere close to the cardboard. I made a little hideaway for them so they can get away from the heat. They got their little roost when they're big enough. I figured might as well just leave it in there. There's the food and water, which doesn't have anything in it right yet because don't have any chicks. They're working on it, as you could tell. This was going to be my brooder box, but I thought it was too small, especially with the amount of eggs that I have incubating. So this is going to be my transportation box. When the chicks are big enough, I'm going to transport them in this out to the smaller pen because I have 2 pens. One is a big pen, one is a small pen. Small pen I'm going to put the chicks in, and then the hens and the chicks will be able to see each other. They can talk to each other, but they won't be in direct contact with each other for a little while until they get used to each other. But yeah, and when I turn my eggs, I use a glove. If you turn your eggs, you want to make sure you are always washing your hands or use non-latex gloves. Because the last thing you want to do is have the oils and the germs from your hands transfer onto that egg, especially when there's teeny tiny little pores that help them breathe and everything else. You don't want to contaminate the eggs. In my last video, I forgot to mention that. That's very important. Always, always wash your hands, especially if you're doing it by hand. Do not use hand sanitizer. You want to use Dawn dish soap and hot water. And then turn your eggs, or again, use non-latex gloves. So, just showing you around. I'll give you guys updates again when we have a new baby cow or our first chick hatches out, which should either be today or later on tonight. But I will definitely keep you informed. Thank you guys for following me on the farm. Just saying.